Alright, I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on TikTok at the same time. This is how I take care of my beard. So we're going to just do a live beard trimming, maybe shaving video. Really, this is just going to be some self-care. I'm categorizing this as a beauty video because it is how I take care of my face, and this is a complexion thing overall because it is my beard and I got to take care of it. So I'm going to go through this step by step. So first, what I do is I grab myself my handy dandy razor. That's right, I use a razor. An electric razor. Most people use razors when they're shaving their beards. Not everybody though. Some people use those straight razors. Well, I guess everything's a razor then. Now I have attachments on mine, and not everybody uses attachments, but I do. I like to use the attachments that came with my razor right here. Now I'm not going to advertise what type of razor this is, because they're not paying me to do that. So I'm not going to do that. But I am going to show you guys how I take care of my beard and overall, you know, just this facial stuff that I've got going on for me, how I make sure that I look pretty all the time. Now, when it comes to this razor, I've got my attachment on here, and I like to put this at like a 2. And the 2 is actually because I like to maintain my eyebrows. My eyebrows are pretty caterpillary, yeah, right? I mean, I know you can see what I'm showing you right now. And my eyebrows are really thick, and they get really long too, so I gotta make sure to take care of them. And I actually wanna do it really like carefully, because I don't wanna mess them up. So I just kinda go like that, and like that. Make sure to do it over the sink. Over the sink is a necessity to take care of my eyebrows. A lot of hair will fall off, and I actually do this part first and slowly, because if I mess up, I don't really know what to do about it. If I mess up trimming the beard, I just shave it off, but I can't shave off my eyebrows, and if I make them too skinny, then they look really weird. And I'm filming myself doing this while also just trying to make sure I'm doing it right at the same time. I can tell it's not really even, and the razor is not actually going to help me on this next part. It's important to have like scissors when you're taking care of your eyebrows and your beard in general. This is just good men's health tips. If you're trimming your eyebrows and taking care of your beard, you also need some scissors. So you just look at where it's not even and you just take care of it ever so slightly. Yeah, you don't want to rush it. No point in rushing it. You could cut yourself badly, and this is around your eyes. So be careful and be mindful. It's just some tips from me to you. And this part's also kind of hard for me because I'm really just bad at using my right arm for some reason when it comes to using the scissors, even though I should be good at it because I'm right-handed, but am I? Am I right-handed? I really don't know sometimes. And just checking the other spots, just getting those loose hairs, making sure my eyebrows look real good just like this. And they're good. So now that my eyebrows are done, I move on to the next section, which isn't even the electric razor yet. I know you thought I was going to be using my electric razor to do this next part, but that's not yet. No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a dry shave. Now, a dry shave is when you're not using any of the, shaving cream. Now, this is and isn't good for you, so you got to be mindful when you do a dry shave. So I'm going to just rinse off my razor, and the dry shave is once again without shaving cream. Not going to use any shaving cream, and it is good for the skin to some degree, but this is basically for my unibrow. So I take care of my unibrow. That's right, I have a unibrow. I'm exposing all the secrets right now. So I just go like this and lightly take care of the unibrow. Now if I do this and cut myself, it's pretty obvious that I have a unibrow. But if I don't cut myself, it just looks good. See? It's much better. Now, there was just a light amount of hair there, and doing the dry shave is just the best way to do it. Also, taking care of the nose with a dry shave. That's right, I grow hair on my nose. Not a lot of people do, but this guy does. And if you do, I'm recommending that you do a dry shave on your nose. Don't put shaving cream on it. I'm encouraging you not to put shaving cream on it. Just do the dry shave. It's better for your skin in this sense. Now, am I a doctor? Do I really know what I'm talking about? Not really, but I'm giving you my advice. And my advice from personal experience over the years is just do a dry shave where your unibrow is and do a dry shave where your nose is. And then also your cheeks. Yeah, so I'm Armenian, I grow a lot of hair and it's hard for me to maintain it all. So I just do a lot of dry shaves here and there, but not everywhere. So dry shave here. I can't really talk when I'm shaving my cheeks. It doesn't work. I will cut myself. I made a video on Instagram like last year where I shaved and I talked like the whole time and I cut myself 16 times. And it's documented. You could just watch that video on Instagram where I cut myself 16 times while shaving. And it sucks. So I'm not gonna talk when I'm actually doing the parts that I will cut myself at. Dry shave right there, and I would have cut myself if I was talking because it's a razor on my skin and it's not really smart to talk while you're using a blade on your skin. And then I do a dry shave on this cheek as well. It's important to try to keep things even on both sides so everything just looks good. You don't want to have it be too different. No, but everyone already knows that because it's just common knowledge. Mm-hmm. All these screens are distracting me, and yes, they are making it a lot harder for me to actually shave properly. But it's okay, because I'm just trucking along. I got this. I want to show you the process in real time, because it's exciting. It is exciting to see it in real time. Also, I do like to rinse my razor in phases. I shut the sink on and off. I just do that because it's habit. Not to waste water. Or have the water running continuously while, shaving. It just seems so wasteful. Now the dry shave is done on both cheeks, and that's important. It's important to do the dry shave on both cheeks for my routine of making sure my skin is good and helping myself out. So now that I've done that, I'm actually going to do a double check because since I'm Armenian, I grow hair everywhere on my face, all over the place. So I'm just going to give this a trim. That's right, if you're not shaving there, that's okay, that's just me. But if you do have to shave that, I encourage you to do a dry shave on these parts of your skin. If your skin is anything like my skin, if you're a cousin and you're watching this, your skin is like my skin. You should just do it how I'm telling you. I guarantee it's going to work out better for you. And if it doesn't, you could make a video telling me I'm wrong. And I'd love to respond to that video. And now I'm going to check my neck, and this is the last area that I do a dry shave on. After that, if I do another shave, it's going to use shaving cream because this part of the skin is just a lot more sensitive, and I feel like the shaving cream really helps a lot with making sure that it's nice and even. It's a nice and even shave and whatnot. I don't know, maybe in this video I will, but I do need to get ready and continue on with my day because there's other things to do besides stream myself live. But this is fun. This is a good time for me. Now I've definitely rinsed my razor enough to now take care of my neck, but I should stop talking or I will cut myself. Yeah, it just happens. Me talking, that is. Once again, I'm doing a dry shave on the neck right now. Now, since I regularly do a dry shave on my neck, my skin has gotten used to it. But the first year I was doing it, my neck would break out. And that is the dry shave. So now that I'm done with the dry shave, I make sure to rinse off my razor best I can. Gotta make sure to keep this thing in good shape. you don't really want the hair to get stuck in there either. And I like to push the hair out, just, you know, because I got really thick hair, so I gotta push it out every once in a while. And now that the razor is clean, I move on to my next part, which is also using the electric razor again. But this time not on my eyebrows. No, but this time it is going to be on my sideburns. Make sure that my hair is lined up properly so I don't cut anything that shouldn't be cut. Since it happens. So, start with that side. Oh, I noticed I didn't actually have this at the right size. There we go. Yeah. It's on one. I put this on to 1. And now I do a double check. My razor was set to the proper length for my sideburns, and it's looking good. And so far, this has been 11 minutes so far. Usually I'm pretty close to done. Maybe it's the talking and filming myself that's making this process take a little longer than it should. Or maybe not, I don't know. I'm not really concerned about how long it takes me overall. Actually, I kind of am. I got other things to do. But regardless, moving on to the next part, I use my razor once again, and I just pinpoint where I want the sideburns to end. I like to use my ear on both sides of the marker. A lot of people do that. It's not uncommon. Right there. Nice, right? Making sure it's nice and even. And then right here. Do a double check, make sure it's even. And there we go. Now those are actually the hardest parts right there, just making sure I cut my sideburns at the right length and that they're lined up with my ear. I'm doing a double check. It looks like I'm a little off. Yeah, just a tiny bit. And there we go. That is good right there. Now I'm just gonna try to do this next part nice and fast because I can't really talk while I'm pushing a razor against my skin, cutting hair off of it. It just doesn't really work very well for me to do that. Not at all, because really at the end of the day, this is a dangerous thing to do. When you shave, you got to make sure that you're being safe because you could cut your skin and you don't want to be doing that because then you're not going to look as good. And this is about your beauty. The beauty of a male taking care of his skin and hair at the same time is an important thing. And you got to be mindful of it. So I'm going to be less talkative while I do this next part. And it's going to be hard for me because I love talking while I'm filming myself. And I'm not going to be doing that as much in this next part. But understand that it's for the safety and to make sure I look as good as possible. And that it's even. If I'm talking and moving a lot, it's going to be hard for the razor to have a good even cut. So you want to be mindful of that too. Now, I don't have anything on this razor at the current moment in time. It's just bare on whatever length this is, which is no length at all. It's like going to be touching my skin the whole time. Now that the razor's on, I like to start with cutting off the mustache. The mustache is kind of a hassle, so I just want to get it out of the way. And to make sure I don't have like a Hitler stash, I want to take care of that first. And get that out of the way too, so that no one thinks I'm doing that. And you see those white flakes right there? Yeah, that's because there's dead skin underneath my beard, especially where the mustache is. I'm just gonna rub that off for right now. But that doesn't mean I need to wash my face and make sure to scrub off the dead skin. To take care of my face after shaving, you gotta make sure that you scrape off all the dead skin that was underneath the beard. If you have a buildup of dead skin, that is. I clearly do, so I gotta make sure to get all that dead skin out of, or off my face. Keeping myself over the sink, it's an important part of the cleanup process as well. You don't want to make a mess while shaving, because then you have to stay in the bathroom and clean up all of the hair that you have on the ground. You don't want to do that, that's not fun. All right, there we go. Now that's taken care of that so far. Making sure to get that dead skin a good just rub off. Now I'm gonna have to put some stuff on my face later and really take care of my skin, because my skin has a lot of dead layers just sticking around because it got stuck in the hair, I guess. So now I move on to the next difficult part, which is my chin. I like to get my chin out of the way too. There it is. Just like that. Now I like to double check the area around my lips, because that tends to be where I forget to shave something. I don't know about you, but every once in a while there's like some there's like some single hairs that just stay after I'm done shaving. So I like to try to catch them, and sometimes I still miss them. So I'm just investigating myself in the mirror, just like this. Yeah, and just making sure to get it, off. It looks like I got it there. So I continue with this chin part, which is like the most difficult part to shave, in my opinion, because it's the round area. I don't know, it's just an opinion, but here I go with that. And you can see the dead skin that's right here too. I should be using more beard products to take care of this dead skin underneath all of the hair. It is possible to make sure that your hair is not always like ruining your skin in some ways by using some beard products that really help. But it's definitely not that bad. Still got quite a bit of dead skin. Especially here on my chin. A lot of dead skin that was under that hair. It's a good thing I'm shaving right now. Now I grow hair really fast, so this is like a week, 2 weeks. See, look at that dead skin right there. You see it? Yeah. I really could be using some oils or creams in my beard to help get that dead skin out. But since I'm not feeling any irritation, I tend not to use anything in my beard. All right. And now, you just start doing the rest of it. After the hardest parts, which are, right here and right here, this part's just very easy. It's an easy thing to do. Keeping all the hair in the sink, trying not to make a mess. I got a lot of hair on my shoulders too, but I'm not taking that stuff off now. These next parts can be done a little slower. And all in the same direction. This is actually an important part. You want to make sure to go in the same direction. That's one side done over here, and there's no dead skin under here, so the skin looks good under here. It's just basically my chin and my mustache that had a lot of dead skin buildup. I'm happy that I cleared that up, because it's good to take care of your skin. And it's fun to touch it after the beard's been there for not that long. Not long at all. And slowly, and that takes care of it that way. I stopped going in the right direction. I started going to the side. It's just best to stay going in the same direction while you're trimming your beard. Everyone's beard's different, so I don't know if you could follow my exact step-by-steps, but it works for me. And that's what's important. At the end of the day, it's important what works for me. For my beard, that is. For your beard, it's important about what works for you. So you just take my tips for what they are. You want to use them, go ahead and use them. If they don't work for you, don't force it. No, just don't force it at all. Now do a double check. And I can see that my skin could probably use a clean shave, so I guess this isn't really just a trimming today. It's going to go all the way. I'm going to go all the way with shaving. And it looks like this has already been 25 minutes of me filming myself. And really, honestly, I should just shower and go on to the next step of the day. But I feel like I have a good opportunity here to show you guys how I take care of my beard completely and remove it from my face with some good facial routines that also show the beauty of a male, the handsomeness of what we can achieve by shaving our beard off and just applying some skin routines that make it so our skin's also in good shape, because it's important to take care of your skin and your beard. This would be good for me to take care of my beard if I wanted to keep like the 5 o'clock shadow look. I'd just stop right here and get on out of here and just go on with the rest of my day. But it looks like I'm gonna also just shave it off, because I feel like my skin needs that right now. And at the end of the day, you should do what's good for your skin, because you don't want to just have a beard all the time. You want to know that you could take your beard off and that there's good skin underneath it, especially if you're handsome. Now, if you're using your beard to hide that you don't have good facial structure, then, stop here. But I think you're beautiful too. I don't know who you are, but you should probably always try to show your facial structure. Even if you don't think it looks that great, or that you look better with the beard, it's still good to take the time to show that your skin looks good too, and to take care of that skin, because you're going to get older one day, and maybe you won't grow hair as fast. Or maybe you won't grow hair on your face at all. I don't know. We really don't know the future, so it's just good to take care of your skin. So this next part is going to be done with shaving cream. I did a dry shave earlier on parts of my skin, which was my nose, my unibrow, my cheeks, and my neck. I did a dry shave there. The dry shaves are just a good technique to do to not have acne. I know, that's a weird thing to say, but it's just what I feel. So this next part's going to require me to actually use some shaving cream. That's right, shaving cream. Now, I like to use this type of shaving cream, but once again, I don't really want to sponsor any products that aren't paying me to show you that I use those products. So if you noticed what it was, it's all on you. But I'm not actually going to tell you which brands I'm using, because I find that to be unfair for me, because they're not paying me anything to tell you to use their products, and you should probably just use what's been advertised to you in that general area, because they're paying for you to buy their products in a way by giving advertising in those areas. So just buy whatever's, advertised the most. If it's Gillette, go ahead with Gillette. I'm not saying I use Gillette. If it's the other ones, there's a lot of brands out there, but I'm not advertising anything specifically. So this next part is gonna have to, just double checking. Yeah, you can tell my skin's bad here and here. And I really gotta take care of my skin. It might be underneath a beard like all the time, but it's important to take care of yourself and important to take care of your skin. So I'm gonna now apply some shaving cream. Sorry, I spaced right there. I just was making sure to actually pour it where it needed to go. So after rubbing the shaving cream on both hands, which is a standard technique used by everybody, I now apply it to my face. And whenever I do this, I do think of that movie Mrs. Doubtfire with Robin Williams when he puts his face in a pie. Yep, think about it every time. Now this is going to help my skin in ways that I can't explain, because I am not a doctor and I don't know how to explain those things. But now I have shaving cream all over my face and on my neck, in places I already shaved, because it just feels right to put it everywhere that, I can, because, well, I'm going to run the razor over all of it. Now, I know that it's time for me to change my razor blade, and I don't know how often you change your razor blade, but you should do it whenever you feel like it just needs to be replaced. And right now, it's a feeling that I'm having that I need to replace the razor blade. So, no, that one's been used. Do I have any new razor blades? When I have shaving cream on my face, it's fun to do things. It just throws me off too. I mean, I don't normally have shaving cream on my face for very long. Yeah, these ones are new. Alright, so now I got some new razor blades. Once again, not representing any brand, because why would I do that without them paying me? Gosh, it's free ads for them. Anyways, now I heat up the sink I want to make sure that my blades are nice and hot. And I like to start in the areas that frustrate me the most, which is by the lips, because it's hard for me to shave there and it scares me the most. And I think at the end of the day, that's really what I want to try to get past as fast as possible. So I'm going to start with the lip area. And I hope not to cut myself too many times while, Okay, let's do this. All right, there we go. And I'm doing like a flicking motion when I'm shaving my mustache area. And that prevents me from really cutting myself and letting the blades cut deep. And there we go. And it looks like I did cut myself a little bit. Just a little bit. Now that I've finished that area, I move on to the next area. And I can't really talk as much while I'm doing this part because once again, I could cut myself and that's not a good thing to do. When I'm shaving and taking care of my skin, cutting my skin is the exact opposite of what I should be doing while making sure to take care of my skin. Now, since I don't do a straight razor, it does actually leave a little bit of hair still behind because my hair is really thick. So it's gonna look like I didn't do a good job shaving, but that's actually not me, that's just my genetics. So I guess it is me. But that's not important right now. What's important is moving on to the next part. You hear that noise? It's ever so slight, but I like to do the flick motion when shaving. Not a lot of people do the flick motion when shaving, but I do. I do it. Maybe I cut myself more because of it. Maybe I cut myself less. Who really knows? I kind of felt like, did I cut myself? No, yeah, I did. Yeah, right there I cut myself, I could feel it. Yeah, I guess this is going to be one of those times that I cut myself a lot anyways. Over the years, I've gotten really good at this, and I have times where I haven't cut myself at all. But they're rare and few, far between, whatever you want to say. Next part. And now I just do the rest of my chin. Once again, these are the areas that are the most difficult and that I gotta be careful because I could cut myself. Like I did right here. I felt that happening when it happened and I still let it happen. I don't know what I was thinking. So I've cut myself 3 times so far. Here, here, and here. Yeah, let's see if I could do this without cutting myself anymore because it's just not good for your skin. There we go. That felt good. Okay, looks like I cut myself a whole bunch of other times too. The chin and the mustache area are the hardest areas for me to shave. There we go. Same thing on that side. Rinsing off the razor. There we go. I don't need to shave my neck because I already shaved my neck, but you know, I got shaving cream on it, so why not just do another pass through? And that's one side. completely shaved. I'm looking good, right? Didn't cut myself over there at all. And now for the next side. Almost done. Oh yeah, I definitely cut myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, too many times. 6 times. Something like that. It's not really important, but it is at the same time. Now that I've done that, I move on to the next part, which is all facial routines to make sure that my face and my skin are well taken care of. I put my scissors away and my razor away. I keep my other razor out. I put my electric razor away, but keep my other razor out just in case I need to do anything, because I'm going to be rinsing my face now. Oh, that's hot. So like a lukewarm water is what I like to use to just get my skin nice and clean, the pores all whatever. And once again, checking those dead skin areas that had a lot of dead skin underneath the hair, and it was right here and here, and it looks like those areas are a little irritated, so I just gotta put on some aftershave. But really, what I like to use is not aftershave. No, most people would use aftershave after they've had their hair cut off their face, you know? It's the typical thing to do, use some aftershave, right? But just regular skincare products are the way to go. Once again, I'm not really advertising anything, but this one I guess I'll like end up telling you. I like to use a complex from Is Clinical. Now, they're not paying me to do that, but my mom used to work there, so they get free ad right here. Free ad. Now, Is Clinical makes these cleaning complex skincare, whatever. I feel like that's the best thing to use on my skin after I'm done shaving. Now, a lot of people have their own like rituals and things that they like to do to keep their skin in good shape after they've cut off their beard or removed their 5 o'clock shadow. I like to just do this really simple thing, and it feels good. And since it feels good, that's why I recommend it. Because since I can feel it, I know it's working. There's a lot of skincare products out there that, you know, you don't feel anything. You see results, but for me, feeling it is more important than seeing the results. Skincare for men is a little different than skincare for women, in my opinion. Even with my friends, I would say that it does actually get us more when we can like feel it rather than see it. Seeing is good too, but rubbing all this in, I can feel it, and that means something to me, and that's important, you know? Lukewarm water once again. Rinse that off. And it does look like I didn't cut myself too bad. I know I cut myself, but, you know, it's not really that noticeable. And then last step is I dab it with a towel. Make sure to get that wetness off my face. And there we go. This is how I take care of my skin, how I shave my beard, my eyebrows, get off that unibrow. And this will all just grow back within a couple of days because I'm Armenian and I grow hair really fast. Really, really fast. I can't emphasize that enough. But now that I have my skin taken care of, I know the skin underneath my hair is in best shape that I can possibly make it. Now, I'm not always good at making sure that my hair and my skin on my face are kept in good shape, but when I do take the time, I'm happy to see that it does have a result. I can feel it and I can see it, and that's what's important at the end of the day. Now, it's a little bleedy right here, and right here, but stuff that'll just fix itself in a little while. So this has been the process on how I like to keep my face in good shape. The beauty that a handsome man like me can do to myself with my skincare and my beard care. Now, I don't know what your beard care is, or if this has been helpful to you. Maybe you've learned a few tips, maybe not. I'm not entirely sure what you were looking for when you started watching this video, but this video is clearly just about how to take care of your beard and the skin underneath your beard when you decide to shave off your beard. So, beauty for men, how to keep yourself nice and handsome. So this was my video on hopefully helping you, learn something or just be entertained. If this was just entertaining to you, that's good too. So now that I've done that, I'm going to continue on with the rest of my bathroom routine so that I can continue on with the rest of my day and move on to the next part. But this has been an exciting 42 minutes. So I've enjoyed myself. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. Feel free to follow me on these platforms that I'm on, which is of the many. Maybe you should watch my other videos. There's a video of how I shave that's on Instagram that has a longer video for you to watch. Not really, it's a lot shorter. It's a lot easier to watch. You should probably watch that video. That video is where it's at. So I don't know how to really direct you to that because right now I'm just going to wrap this up and get on out of here because I got to take a shower and do the next thing in my day because everyone has things to do. But still, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch me, and I hope this has entertained you. So feel free to follow, comment, share, watch my other videos, whatever. Regardless, I hope you have a great rest of the day. Thanks again for watching. I'll stop there first. And then I'll stop here last and also give another secondary message, to the YouTube community, because thank you for watching me, and I do enjoy doing stuff in general. And I feel like the YouTube people are watching me a little bit more than the TikTok people. So I hope this was helpful to you, and feel free to follow, share, and, like, do whatever you want. Really, at the end of the day, I hope this entertained you, and I know I had a good time, but once again, I hope you had a good time. Thanks again for watching, and be safe and have a great day.